Hey everyone, today I'm going to give you a few reasons why you should customize a Spyderco knife. Now, these are not the way the knives come. I'm going to show you how they usually come. They're going to usually come in G10 in either DLC or a satin finish, right? Kind of like you see in this Para 3 and the Para 2. You can go from this right here, just kind of, average G10, steel, 4-way pocket clip, G10, and then you get to something like this, right? To something like this. Why would you customize? Now I'm going to go through like 3 reasons why you should customize a Spyderco knife. Number 1, these scales, the G10 scales that the knives usually come in, are pretty good. They're kind of a peel ply, medium traction, with various colors depending on who, what, when, where, why you get the Para 3. If it's an exclusive, it's a regular, they're good. But something I've noticed is in long-term use, the peel ply G10 scales will start to wear down. They'll start to file down, kind of like you see on this Yojimbo, right? They start to file down. It kind of absorbed a lot of my like jean and sweat color and all that, so it's kind of like, ugh. But it's no longer as much as traction as this one was. It's now really smooth. It kind of wore off, and I think that's with everyday use. Now, it doesn't mean these scales are bad. It just means that they're not gonna feel the same over a long period of time in a true EDC manner, a true everyday carry format, everyday use. And this is a kind of a reason why I chose to go something like Flytanium. You can also go through Metenboss. You can go through Original Go. You can go through even, I think, Knives Plus, the retailer, also has kind of like their exclusive Spyderco customization scales, pocket clips, hardware, etc. But the reason I chose something like this is because these Lotus scales, in particular from Flytanium, they are actually contoured. And that's something that the Para 3, the Para 2, what have you, that Spyderco sells are just kind of like these flat peel ply G10 scales, versus if you get something aftermarket, you can get something contoured. In this case, this is titanium. And the feeling I got with changing from the G10 to this titanium that's contoured is next level. This hand is now hand filling, and it is super comfortable, and I have 0 hot spots whatsoever, versus when I had the peel ply, there's kind of a few hot spots, right? It's kind of a little bit blocky. Doesn't mean the ergonomics are bad. It just means now they are 10 times better. Also, now that the pocket clip is changed into a Lynch Northwest deep carry clip, that's no longer a hot spot either. That's something I think the problem is with something in like the knife with the Para 3 with that big old spoon clip, pretty much over half the size of the entire knife. Also, the next reason I think is that it makes it look absolutely awesome. This is a Para 2, Paramilitary 2 that I was able to customize. This is actually the River's Edge color exclusive with the FDE Cerakote and CTS 204P with black hardware. I was able to also get another set of Lotus scales, but this is the DLC coated ones. And I also got a really cool kind of flashy Lynch Northwest clip. Another reason is because it looks awesome. And that's kind of why we collect knives in the first place, is because it's absolutely awesome. And you don't really need to go any further than that, because it doesn't, that's just the way it is. Now, does this look cool? Yeah, it looks alright. But when you go from this to something like this, it just takes the knife to a whole new level. Also, I think the third reason is the way it feels. And not in the way it has just ergonomics, but also the heft. I think heft goes a long way. And something like adding titanium or even aluminum scales kind of brings that. It kind of makes it feel like a nicer knife. And ultimately, I think you'll enjoy using it more, and you can't go wrong with it. You can make the knife your own with any color, fashion, material, anything you want. So if you're going to do it, I highly recommend getting a Spyderco, a stock one or exclusive with a special steel, upgrading it, make it your own, any material you want. Highly recommend it, guys. Thanks.